The Constitution provides for what the president has done.
Under what law?
What the president,
under what section?
What the Constitution provides for a state of emergency, and it's done that. What is unique in this particular situation is that who would the federal government deal with when the governor is compromised in this particular situation? So this is historically something that has been done that I think is acceptable so that the country can move forward.
It wasn't only the governor that was suspended. The deputy, was suspended. Every elected officials in the state were being suspended.
Right.
How would you feel if you were suspended by the president from acting or representing your people?
If my actions indicate that I should go through suspension, I think that will be acceptable.
I'm not talking about you and your colleagues suspending you from the House. I'm asking if the president unilaterally suspend you from representing the people of Oshodi Solo, federal constituency.
I think we have to look at the global picture. Not try to.
I'm asking whether or not it is lawful.
I'm also responding. I'm responding to.
Is it lawful for anybody? You were elected by your people, isn't it?
I'm sure you allow me.
Can another elected person remove you from office?
I'm sure you allow me to respond.
Please
to
go ahead, sir.
Yes. We are losing track of the global picture of this situation. And the president himself said that there are extraordinary circumstances. This is not something that happens every day. And I think we really need to get that clearly. What was about to happen was that the governor was about to be impeached. And then the militants were talking about violence and all these things that were going to create the chaos. The president cannot just sit down and watch and see everything go down the tubes. That would be actually irresponsible. So if you are talking about the issue of suspension, yes, in an ideal situation, the governor will not be suspended because even the governor can call for this state of emergency.
Can what has been described as illegality be used to cure a situation as that? Could there have been other means?
I like the way you put it, that illegality, but I don't see the illegality. What the president did was constitutional.
Did you hear what the former president Obasanjo, Goodluck Jonathan said?
He's a Nigerian and he's entitled.
Did you hear what the president?
He's a Nigerian and he's entitled to.
Did you hear what Professor Wole Soyinka said?
They are Nigerians.
Did you hear what a lot of the lawyers, eminent Nigerians, have said about the suspension of elected people within a state?
They are entitled to their personal opinion, and I am too entitled to my opinion. The way I feel about this situation was that it's almost 2 years that the governor has been there. And there's been a lot of distraction. The people of Rivers have not benefited from the government. And then the next thing you hear is that they are blowing up pipes. We know what how many barrels a day Nigeria was doing before. I think it would be irresponsible for the president not to act in that kind of situation. And I'm glad that he did.
On a final note,
yes,
with the benefit of hindsight, Honorable,
yes,
what do you think could have been done better in the circumstances that presented itself over the past 1 week?
I think you have to go back behind that, and it's actually a very good question if you look back, because I watch your program and I know that you are quite enlightened about this situation. When you face a situation that the governor faced, leaders, patriots, everybody came to try to intervene to help them to settle this situation. And they even went to the presidency and signed an agreement, and they couldn't still work it out. And according to the Supreme Court, they were operating like there was no government in Rivers State. I think that if I were the president of Nigeria, I would do exactly the same thing that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has done. Because the first thing is that just calm down the tension, status quo will be put at the burning bar, and then we'll look into how we're going to move forward.